Hello Superset Maniacs and welcome back to my channel. Mr. Olympia 2021 is around the corner, and even though it looks like we're gonna have a pretty stacked lineup, it kinda looks shallow if we think about the bodybuilders that realistically could have entered the show and they won't be there on the Olympia stage. And I say realistically because I'm not referring to Jay Cutler, for example, or Ronnie Coleman. No, I'm referring to guys that are still in their prime, so to say, but won't be entering the show, each one for their own reason. We're gonna start this video by presenting our virtual Mr. Olympia 2021 stage first. So, we know that the current Mr. Olympia champion Big Ramy should be there, as well as the runner-up from last year, Brandon Curry. The other strong contender that should be there is Hadi Choopan, who has finished 4th last year but got 2nd place in the finals, and for many fans, he is the favorite to dethrone the current champ Big Ramy. Okay, so we know that these 3 guys are gonna be there on the 2021 Olympia stage, so let's check out some of the guys that won't be there. First one is the 3rd place finisher from last year and 7-time Olympia champion Phil Heath. Even though Phil did not have an official statement regarding the 2021 Olympia, his coach has made it clear that he's not gonna be there this year. Another big absent is, of course, the one that ended Phil's reign, the 2018 Mr. Olympia Shawn Rhoden. We all know his case, and personally I believe we will never see him on the Olympia stage again. He's like 46 years old, he hasn't competed in the last 3 years, so I find it hard to believe he can make a return in the future, because we know for sure he's not gonna come back this year. Another big name and former Mr. Olympia champion that could have entered the Olympia this year is Flex Lewis. It's true he's a 7-time 212 Mr. Olympia champion and he's supposed to switch to Men's Open. But this is the 2nd year in a row that he postpones his Men's Open debut due to injuries. This is a photoshopped version of Flex. I have photoshopped his 2018 to 12 Olympia version to look bigger, as he should be looking in the Men's Open without a weight cap. If you guys are interested, I have a whole video dedicated to this subject. I have a link in the description for you guys. My last entry in this video today is the good old, you guessed it, Greene. I know some of you are tired of hearing about him and probably he will never do a bodybuilding show ever again, but still, he is not past his prime and his presence to the Olympia stage would be huge, maybe even bigger than Phil Heath at this point. So yeah guys, could you imagine what this show could have looked like if all these guys were present as well? And since we're here, let me give you the opportunity to watch all of these guys pose side by side in all the mandatory poses, of course here on our virtual 2021 Mr. Olympia stage. As they look here in the front double biceps, I personally prefer the Predator Greene. This is him at the 2016 Arnold Classic Ohio in his last run as a competitive bodybuilder. For all these guys I chose their last competitive physique, and Greene has the advantage, he for sure wouldn't look this good in 2021. What do you guys think? I'm not gonna turn this video into a 7-man analysis, but I will be giving you guys my personal list from best to worst for each pose. Of course very briefly, without putting too much effort into the analysis, but rather give you my personal opinion. So Kai 1st, Ramy 2nd, Rhoden 3rd, Hadi 4th, Flex 5th, Brandon 6th, and Phil in last. In the front lat spread, I believe Ramy is 1st, then Greene, then Hadi, Brandon, Rhoden, Flex, and Phil last again. Side chest, I'm gonna have Ramy in 1st, Mass Monster Flex Lewis in 2nd, Phil in 3rd, Brandon 4th, Kai 5th, Rhoden 6th, and Hadi 7th. In the back double biceps, I'm going with Kai 1st, then Phil in 2nd, Flex Lewis 3rd, Brandon 4th, Hadi 5th, Ramy 6th and Rhoden last. In the back lat spread I'm going with Ramy in 1st, Phil in 2nd, Flex 3rd, Kai 4th, Brandon 5th, Hadi 6th and Rhoden last again. In the side triceps, Phil is 1st, then Brandon in 2nd, Kai 3rd, Hadi 4th, Ramy in 5th, Rhoden 6th and Flex 7th. Abs and thighs, Sean Rhoden is best by far, then it's Hadi for me, 3rd is Big Ramy, 4th is Kai Greene, 5th is Brandon, 6th is Flex and last is Phil Heath. Phil Heath got a lot of last places. For the most muscular, Ramy is 1st, Phil is 2nd, Brandon is 3rd, Flex is 4th, Kai is 5th, Rhoden 6th and last is Hadi Chupan. Okay guys, that was only for fun, me thinking out loud. I'm sure that a lot of these places would look different if I actually did an in-depth analysis, but this wasn't the subject of this video. The subject of this video was showing you guys the lineup we could have had at the Olympia this year, and while we were here I wanted to give you guys a short and brief analysis. I don't know how the score would have looked if I actually added up the points for each pose, but just as briefly as my analysis I want to give you guys a brief conclusion. So if these physiques we're looking at right now were in a real bodybuilding competition, I believe Big Ramy and Kai Greene would be the front runners, followed by Sean Rhoden and mass monster Flex Lewis. However, if I had chosen for each one of them their prime physique, Phil Heath would have probably taken this one. What do you guys think about this video? How awesome it would have been to have all these names on the Olympia stage this year, huh? Let me know your thoughts on who would have won the show if all these guys showed up. Also, don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel, and as always, thank you guys and see you next time.